At first, this abandoned house seemed like just another forgotten home. Quiet, untouched and almost ordinary. But everything changed the moment Luke found a photo album tucked away in one of the drawers. It quickly became clear that this was one of the most complete and personal family archives we have ever found in an abandoned place. For most of its existence, a big family lived here, a family with strong bonds, many passions and a long history tied to this house. The grandfather of the house even served in the French 5th Infantry Regiment during the First World War, one of France's most storied military units. The house is still filled with antiques and objects that span multiple generations, each one carrying a fragment of the family's past. Over time, the family slowly moved away until only one person remained. That person was Madame Jeanne, a grandmother who reached the age of 92 within these walls. In the photo album and throughout the house, we can still see the intimate images of her 92nd birthday. Her family gathered around her, moments frozen in time. Someone continued to live here until 2016. It was no longer John, but most likely one of her children, staying behind after her passing. Now only the memories remain. The house stands silent, and the family it once held has faded into history. Come with us on this journey throughout John's life.
Welcome back everybody to the Bros of Decay, and we are filming an absolutely amazing place in France. This house has everything left behind of the former owners, but there's one special thing inside. There's a complete photo album from their entire lives, front to back, still in there. We're going to show the photo album to you inside of the house, but there are pictures literally of them standing here on this bridge leading towards the house. There was literally a garden out here where they had their own vegetables and they had a little waterway. It's actually very picturesque. And this house has been abandoned now since 2016, but we found out that the last owner passed away in 2001 when she was just 92 years old. Jeanne is the name of her. That was the woman that used to live here. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't know who lived here in this house after her. Well, we don't even know if someone lived here, but the building is maintained.
Yeah, for sure. 2016, nobody started keeping it up anymore. I really like the style of this house.
It's really beautiful.
It has this small white painted fence around it that you can open up and then you can enter onto the property. I think back in the time when they just started to live here, it must have been way quieter than it's right now.
Oh yeah.
It must have been a whole different atmosphere out here. I think this house might have been part of the railway that's close to here. I feel like it because here's the house and literally right over there, like a couple of meters, there's a train track.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the train track is just up here. We haven't seen the train come by, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe back in the time more trains would pass here, but it's kind of strange that you would build a house so close.
Back in the day, they would just build their houses on the field, but maybe the real house didn't exist because this house is a bit old.
That's true. I love the style of it. It's so beautiful. Yeah. It must have been here since at least the 1950s. These stones and then worked with the color and everything. It's so beautiful.
This is the front door, right?
This is the front door of the place, yeah. Yeah. Wow, and even a bit of white. You can see that this clearly has been renovated very recently. But for the rest, everything has overgrown over the years and fallen apart since nobody lived here anymore. I always love to see ivy growing up the wall. This is going to be your entrance into the place. To be a bit careful, but here we can enter into the house. And the strange part of it is, all the bedrooms are downstairs and the living space of the house is upstairs. Yeah, I find the structure of the house a bit strange. But here we come into a very cute abandoned bedroom. I really adore it and I think it was perhaps a children's bedroom. Maybe even not.
No.
I'm not sure. Because there is a beautiful... Oh, no. First thing that I'm going to show is right over here on the table.
Show the photo album first.
Yeah, because we were just talking about the photo album and here it is, everybody. Their whole lives is inside of here. from the death of the people that last lived here, from Jeanne, from the children playing. See, this was the woman, right?
Yeah, that's her. This is one of the last photos of her, I think.
We believe that this is her son, and these are her grandchildren.
Yeah.
Here you can see them together again. This is actually everybody inside of the picture. This is her son, Philippe, if I'm not mistaken.
No, Peter?
Pierre.
Pierre, exactly.
So Pierre, his wife, their two children, their two daughters, and Jeanne herself, the mother of the family. I'm getting a bit emotional when I see something like that. And people always ask, like, why are all these pictures left in these places? But it is also a question to us. We don't know.
We don't know either.
Because they clearly have grandchildren. Yeah, see, all her clothing is also still in here. Very traditional French clothing, as you can see. Clothing that they would wear on the countryside like this. We can also not find anything about her husband, though. We have
we have. Even in the photo album, there's not something that tells us that there was a husband or something.
The only thing that I can think of is that he might have passed early. Even her beautiful stand with her Singer sewing machine is still here. The buttons are still lying there. A piece of fabric is still inside of it.
Singer sewing machines are just so slick.
Everything has been made to perfection on these, and I think this one still functions.
But really?
No.
Oh.
I just love these stands as well because they're actually a piece of furniture inside of the house. They don't look out of place. Beautiful. I wish we still made things like that.
Yeah.
And then for the bed itself, it's still made. The cushions are still on there. I love the red coloring.
I also really love all these knickknacks around it.
Yeah.
Like there's even a closet over there, or a drawer.
I want to show this one here. It's a thing that we find a lot in France. It's actually like these two dolls inside of a plastic casing, but it's a collectible from back in the time. People collected that.
And this woman illustration we've seen many times already.
Yeah, France have some really interesting knickknacks that keep appearing. Looks like they got it all for free or something. Wow. Is that a real bird?
I don't think so, no.
No, it's not. Looked like a real bird for a second. And then a small privacy screen over here so that they could dress up behind it. And then in the corner of the room over there, we have a French toilet. It even has a reservoir and everything. Don't know if you can show it on the camera.
No, I cannot show it properly.
Yeah.
This big wardrobe is in the way.
Yeah, there's like a wardrobe in front of the door to the bathroom.
Yeah, weird.
Very strange. With feathers on top of there. Quite beautiful. What's this? Chocolate dégustier. Oh, wow.
A little pocket mirror.
Yeah, it's like a small mirror. It's really good. The ceiling even has wallpaper on it, and I really love the wallpaper, but it's also peeling down everywhere, as you can see.
It's pretty bad.
It's quite special, I must say.
And it's so French to have wallpaper on the ceiling.
Yeah. Like we talked last time, they really spend a lot of time on designing the wallpaper for the rooms.
Yeah, as decoration.
Yeah, and they line up perfectly, as you can see here.
Oh, that's satisfying.
And they also cut out pieces over there to make it a little bit more designed, not just a smack of wallpaper on the wall. I love it. Sort of a... Oh, that's a sink area.
Yeah, a little sink.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Okay, come further. Next bedroom. Again, a very French feature. All the rooms are connected in the house. They don't have a hallway between them that goes to each and every room. So that means almost no privacy. But it's French. It's so different from the other one. Really big wardrobe.
Wow, massive even.
I love the mirror on there. It doesn't even open completely. It's full of bed linen.
Ah, of course, like usual.
Has a beautiful crest on the top. And then we have a couple of pictures here at the front. What do we see? A young lady.
I think it's one of the grandchildren.
Yeah, this looks like a very recent picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very decayed already, but... And then we have a picture of a young lady over there. That might have been also one of the daughters. And then the woman herself. You have not gone to that corner.
Oh, there's baby photos. And this one is in such high quality.
It's really beautiful how it's hanging there, and the frame as well. It's like hanging from a rope up there. Yeah. The nightstand next to it with a marble top. And then the bed itself is also quite special.
Oh, and it has the same design as the wardrobe.
Only the ball in the middle fell out of it.
Unfortunately.
Oh, it's a bit flimsy.
Oh, yeah.
The bed's still made, as you all can see. And over to this side, we got yet another baby hanging on the wall here. He looks quite strange, as I must say.
Yeah, they look confused.
Religious depiction with a candle and everything. And look over here in the corner of the room, there's even one of those old vacuum machines. Like, most of them we find in the United States, but sometimes we also encounter cool ones in Europe.
Yeah, true.
Wow.
Oh, this photo's so cool. 1910? Whoa.
Back then it was a special occasion when people went to take pictures.
I love how the chair is in focus, but she is not, because she was just a moving kid.
We have an oil lamp standing here. Not complete, but still looks really nice. And one of those vintage radios. I love to see them.
Point blue radio.
I don't think it functions anymore. Looking at the state of it. This is also a very common photo that you see all the time. Like, they're dressing their child up like in a religious position. And then an army man or something?
Yeah, general maybe?
General, yeah.
I don't know what the number 5 means, but there it is.
See? The curtains are the same as the bed sheets.
Oh, hey.
Cool. Wow. Love the room. I was actually lying in the beginning. There's not only bedrooms downstairs. Here we come into a little dining space, a little kitchen area.
It's like a lot of things at the same time.
It is the entrance to the house, that's for sure. So this is the front door of the place, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is.
I also had a wall clock.
Just be gentle.
I just want to open it. The hinges are very fragile, but the piece is still in there.
Are the weights still in there?
Yeah. Yep.
It's moldy and it's falling apart, but it's still beautiful.
Okay, I'm not going to touch it anymore. Wonderful to always see these wall clocks in France. They're everywhere. Even their boiler is in this room.
This seems very recent.
I've not seen that before, that anybody would put their boiler in their dining
Maybe
space.
they didn't use this downstairs and they just put it here. But these downstairs, they look older than the upstairs, I think.
Yeah, it does. It does. You're going to see it later. There's even a complete map of Paris over here.
France.
Oh, France, what am I saying? Paris is here, everybody.
Yeah.
This is France, of course. Yeah. I also want to take you in here because this is quite interesting. So, they had a small base. They didn't have a basement underneath the house, but here they had a small basement for storage. And right next to it are all the bottles. Empty bottles of liquor standing there. It's a little storage area for the house. So some very old items here. For example, this brush that they probably handmade, as you can see. And in here, there's even some jars of jam left behind. Oh, look how moldy they are. It's gonna... Wow, even some bottles of drinks and everything down there still. Okay. You come with me. I actually really like this house. Yeah. Wow, no way. Have you seen this?
Yeah, pipe collection.
A pipe collection for the man or the woman of the house. Wow, that's so cool. I've never seen that before.
No, you haven't?
I just noticed it now. You had seen it before?
I saw it already, yeah.
Wow, that's cool. And then here we come onto the last room of the downstairs. It's a not as beautiful room, but it has a lot of details, as you can see. The bed still there. The purse of the lady of Jeanne still hanging there. Wow. I also saw these outfits lying here. And there are multiple of the same outfits over here. They have also a name in them, as you can see. Can you make something from that?
No.
Yeah, so somebody worked at a company that needed those outfits. I don't know which company, but yeah. There's a map of the world. Almost the world. A couple of things everywhere.
Oh, I love this one. You can barely see it, but...
It's like hand painted.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love this hat. It's quite cool. Even their sewing supplies are still lying here. Oh, I had a question about these because I saw those, but I don't know what they are. They're like tips for the fingers or something. So why would you use
It's
that?
to protect your finger while sewing.
Even the passport, a print of the passport of the son, is still here. It says Pierre over there, and he's born in 1929. So Jeanne was 21 years old when she gave birth to her son. Interesting. Even a big Bible left behind here. Wow, that's a big one. And then here we have the cabinet. A lot of knickknacks, spider webs, as you can see over there. Wow. I also wanted to show these pictures. Those are the two girls of the family.
Is there a date?
1991. Oh, the names are even on the back.
Oh, really?
This was Claire, and this was Valene.
Yeah, those are the girls that keep appearing in.
Those are the two children from her son.
Exactly.
Exactly. You're finding out so much stuff inside of this house.
Yeah, the history you can find in a photo album.
It's incredible. Yeah. We just only looked inside of this house. We don't have any outside sources to just confirm that. And I just love how we do this every single time.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay, let's show you the outside. So I brought the photo album with us outside to show you a bit more of the memories of that are inside of here.
We marked a few pages because there's just too much photos.
We're just gonna show you the best ones that represent the lives of these people, of the whole family together. And this is actually in front of that gate, right?
No, I think it's in front of the field, over here.
Oh yeah, in front of there. Check out this one.
Oh, that's in front of the house here. That's from the bridge that we were in the beginning.
Yeah.
The bridge to the house.
As you can see.
This is so cool.
Let me show you more.
Yeah, there's just so many. Oh, even with the car. This house didn't change a single bit.
No, they kept it the same over all these years. Isn't that absolutely incredible? And then we have another picture a little bit more backwards.
Yeah, a little bit more.
From the train track to the bridge. And then we have a sideways picture of the house, as you can see.
Oh, that's from up the train track.
I'm gonna show you one more inside of here. Because this one is kind of special. You can see, they're all sitting there together.
So cozy.
Wow. And it's that bench, that exact bench that we see over there.
Yeah, and the stairs.
And the stairs as well. That's like a throwback back into time.
For sure.
And from that, I want to take you upstairs. I want to show you the upper part of the house.
And we think that the upper part they used the most, at the end at least.
Yeah, I think this was one of the last parts also that they used. Here you can see a picture of all the chairs and the table. The well over here, still there. And then behind the well, everybody was sitting over there in the back.
And this picture was also taken here.
Yeah, she even has a guinea pig on her lap.
Oh, hey.
That's so cute. Oh my God. Let's see if we have another one.
Oh, they also used it as a dining place during hot days.
That's right here, like
Yeah.
literally right here, before it was completely overgrown. Oh, that's the ladder here behind us. See the ladder behind this photo?
Oh, it's still there.
Oh my God. I've never found something like this before in an abandoned place.
Not a photo book like this we found. Oh hey, that's the children. Aw.
Oh my god. With the ladder in the background, the table and everything. There's even that lawnmower is laying out here, that primitive lawnmower underneath the plants. My god. And this is the well that they took the water from. Echo? Yeah, it's pretty deep.
Oh yeah, that's pretty deep. You can see the water over there.
Very deep. Okay, let me take you inside of the house. So it's quite kind of strange that there's no... Huh?
No, just that it's a bit messy, but I was interrupting, sorry.
No worries. It's kind of strange that there is no connection between the downstairs and upstairs floor here. And that's why we thought that maybe there were two families living here. As you can see, we have the kitchen area over here, which is a very messy room. But it has a couple of unique features that we definitely have to show. You can see a fridge and the television and everything is still standing in here.
The floor also feels like it's caving in. I mean, you can't see it on camera, but...
Dozens of bottles of wine still left there. But what I find most interesting is that picture up there. And that is John with her 92nd birthday. We also saw the same picture in the photo album.
Yeah, on the Polaroid.
Exactly. And I also have a couple of pictures that I want to show you in this room.
No, it's not this room. It's the living room.
Oh, yo, excuse me.
No worries. And let me know if you find a picture.
Behind you, I want to show that is a built-in cabinet with all their pots and pans and kitchen utensils still left in there.
And also another sink in one of these closets. It's weird.
There is, however, a picture that I want to show in here.
Oh.
And this is actually John, her celebrating her birthday every single year inside of this room. And it's exactly here at the table.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is where she was sitting. She always had her cake over here. And then she would celebrate her birthday together with her family. What's the date on this calendar? It's 2018.
18?
So we might be a bit wrong about the date, but somebody has been in here very recently.
I still don't understand. Like, why don't they just take the photos? But yeah, I don't know. I think someone just lived here and took care of her house eventually.
Must have been.
It is strange.
Look at this photo over here. This is the two girls together.
Grown up.
Beautiful photo on the fireplace. Wow. And now let's show you one of the most impressive rooms in the house.
What a mess over here. You okay?
Oopsie.
Okay, I'm also gonna try to maneuver over here.
Understand why there's randomly a television lying on the floor. Look at the beauty of this room. This was their main dining room.
Yeah, dining room, living room.
Okay, I'll put the pictures down here for a second.
Okay.
And then we're gonna show you the whole room first.
Yes.
Because it's a beautiful room. Let's start off with the couch over here. Beautiful red couch. But there is, of course, a very unique item lying on top of there. I don't know what kind of animal it is. You have any idea?
Probably a fox or something, but did you see the googly eyes?
Googly eyes.
Yeah, it just looks so silly.
And then we have a couple of pictures or depictions over there. Whoa. That's from her.
Oh, what, really?
Jeanne Villon.
That's beautiful.
Wow. Very old picture as well over here.
1917.
Wow, that's a long time ago. And this is also a very unique item. It's sort of a mannequin standing here in the corner of the room, but it's made into a lamppost. I didn't want this in my house.
Yeah, it just stands out so much.
Yeah. You can see, however, here behind the mannequin that the wall is molding up.
Ooh.
And it's only been 5 years, if you can believe those calendars.
Yeah, or well, I mean, the house was probably in degradation already before
Most
that.
likely, yeah.
But someone in the family probably was a seamstress, because to have a mannequin to put the clothes on, or the cloth, I mean.
Exactly.
But
Exactly. Beautiful. The piano
That still makes a sound.
from Paris. Terrassen & Co. Wow. Love this one. Still in very good condition though.
Yeah, really good condition even.
Then we have the music notes on top of there. Even the glasses of somebody lying here.
Aren't they too small? Again, like one of those Harry Potter glasses.
Harry Potter. Love them. A wedding picture of two people. Might that have been John and their husband? Wow. We don't know anything about her husband. It looks like a marine in here.
Oh yeah.
Cool. A lot of knickknacks again. She loved to put little figurines everywhere. That one is quite impressive as well.
It is beautiful.
Wow. Have you seen it? There's a statue over here who lost a hand and they put a band-aid on the hand.
Some first aid.
Skiing trip. Wow. That's amazing.
Oh, and before you show that, the fireplace. It's the same marble fireplace, but in red.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
I love that they always have like different colors of fireplaces all throughout the house.
Yeah, to add some variation.
Yeah, exactly. I was looking at these pictures over here. They're very small pictures. I think also very old pictures, and I don't know what they depict. Look at that.
That looks like Egypt, like the pyramids of Giza.
Wow. Oh my god, it has a whole description on the back.
Those are the names of the people, I believe.
Maybe those are vacation pictures even.
Yeah, could be.
That looks beautiful. I've never seen those small pictures before.
You probably can get the pictures bigger from the negative, but maybe the small ones were just cheaper.
Scale over here still functions, as you can see. Wow. All these files and everything are here, and I'm thinking that somebody in this house might have had something to do with medical, or in the hospital or somewhere else. I'm not 100% sure though.
It's the same woman. Might have been John in the wedding photo.
Here we have the picture again of the two ladies. We see them coming back throughout the house in different ages of their life.
Yeah, you can see them grow up.
Clock would be more on the bed. I love this copper pot behind here as well. It's quite nice. Then another picture of a man standing there. Wow. Oh.
I'm just going to show these class photos, or church photos, I believe. They're really cool.
I wanted to show this one. This is also from the same artist, G. Fignon, and that could have been from the woman of the family. Wow. You have any idea what this is?
Yeah, I do.
I think it's a ashtray?
Yep.
Have a look at this table. It's completely filled with stuff. I love this box over here that has all this medical stuff inside of it. Look at that. All the vials and tubes and everything is still in here. Even a syringe, as you can see.
A glass syringe.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, is that aspirin?
In a metal
I've
tube.
never seen that.
Nowadays everything comes in plastic. There's even some aspirin still in there.
Whoa.
Wow. That's so cool. Here we have some more vintage pictures left behind, as you can see. Horse riding back in the time.
Oh, these are sepia photos. These must be old.
Let's see if there's a date on it. You're right. 1929. And this is not the house. That's a different house, as you can see. What are sepia photos?
Sepia, it's like these brown, orange photos instead of the gray ones.
I love this one the most. Here they're standing in front of a plane. 1936. Incredible. I love this collection of photos as well. There are like dozens of photos left here. I'm just going to point out some of them that I really enjoy. For example, this one of this young lady. Oh, this one is also really cool.
That looks like one of the pictures we saw on the wall just now.
Yeah, exactly. Here's one of those with the cardboard frame around it. And look at this one.
Oh, that's classy. I think this one is so cool.
It is, it really is. And look at this one. This has a very special depiction. This is of a man who went out hunting and he's even holding a bunny.
Yeah, with his son maybe.
What a collection, man. That's so, so beautiful.
And there's so many.
We have memories going from the 1800s all the way to the present inside of this house.
It's wild.
We are not done with the
There's
pictures. Look over here, another small collection from the family. And then up here we have her, probably in her last year, standing there, as you can see.
Again, at the back of the house. This is actually one of the last pictures of the photo album, so this might have been close to her end.
Beautiful. And then the cabinet over here, wonderful cabinet, beautiful carvings.
I have to say, I always love these French carvings on these French cabinets.
Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff in there. Couple of plates back there. We got some more pictures over here. Of course, what did you expect? I like this one.
Oh, it is cool, but it's a bit weird.
I don't know.
I think someone painted over it, unfortunately.
Looks like very vibrant.
Yeah, a bit too much even.
Wow. Guide souvenir de touriste.
Chateau de If.
This is actually a guidebook for visiting a castle from back in the time.
That's cool.
Yeah, so this is probably an explanation from that castle.
Yeah, maybe got it at a visit or something.
I don't know this chateau.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the island chateau.
If you find a picture, just put it on screen right now.
I think it's the one at Marseille that it's just an island with a chateau on it, like a medieval one.
Let us give you some history about this place. Chateau d'If is a fortress located off the coast of Marseille, later used as one of France's most notorious prison islands. It became famous for holding political prisoners and soldiers, and for its harsh conditions and isolation. Finding a reference to Chateau d'If inside this house immediately raises questions. This is not a random object. It suggests a personal or historical connection. The most likely link is the family military history. The 5th Infantry Regiment has deep roots in French military campaigns, particularly in southern France. Marseille was a key strategic and military region, and Chateau d'If was closely tied to military authority and attention during multiple periods of conflict. This connection places the object in a clearer context, not as a decoration, but as a reminder of service, duty, or a chapter of life connected to France's military past. Small details like this help ground the story in real history. Does this sound better? Much larger national narrative. I absolutely love this piece.
So what we have seen right now is that these people also really love to travel around, and you see that from the guidebook, you see that from the pictures.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We have a picture of Jeanne over here. She was probably sitting over on that chair over there, and then we see the cabinet in the background.
Oh, is that the daughter?
There's another one. Probably in her 20s over there.
20s, you think? But yeah, this book is amazing.
Here we have her sitting in the kitchen in front of her birthday cake that she got every single year. So cute. Oh, that's incredible. That is incredible. Here she's showing her birthday cake in the outside.
It's like that she has a photo for every birthday.
Yeah.
Surrounded by family.
With this, we showed their entire lives inside of an album. And it's something like we have never done before. I'm super emotional right now. We saw the picture of her last month of life, and we saw her whole house and every single memory. I want to thank you all for watching this week's video. It was an incredible place. With that all said, like the video, subscribe to the channel, write a nice comment down there. And also there's a couple links in the description how you can support us and help us bring these stories to you. I love you very much, and I'll see you next week in another amazing episode. I'm a bit emotional right now. Sorry guys. Love you.